Hey, hello YouTube. This is week 7 at Endurance Martial Arts for our weekly training video series. So we're going to do a little more of a grappling style technique this week. Again, we've been looking at the jab cross for the last couple of weeks, so we're going to change a little bit. This time we're going to go for a really typical kind of shirt grab and punch. Could be a hook, overhand right. It doesn't matter. I'll show you the whole technique and then I'll break it down. So it's going to be a grab and a couple of rapid fire punches. You have to let your partner go so they can tap. So again, let's try it one more time from the beginning. So, real typical thing. A lot of times I see martial arts techniques where there'll be a grab and then immediately it'll be a technique, you know, a wrist lock or whatever. But a lot of times, if you're taken by surprise or if the aggressive action is initiated by this person, you're kind of on the rebound mentally a little bit. So it takes us just a brief second to kind of catch up to speed as to what's going on. So all I want to do from this point, I know this is not a threat. I can kind of check it here if I want to. So all I'm going to do is just lift and do a side cover and duck just to prevent that from landing. And if it's only one shot, if she just decides to stop, that's fine. I can easily come over and do a palm strike or a nice hook, you know, and then do a multitude of techniques. But what I'm counting on is maybe a couple of rapid fire punches. Again, if it doesn't happen and she just throws one punch, then immediately I'm going to fire back, no problem. But generally that won't happen. Once someone starts that aggressive action, they'll start to kind of continue and they'll really try to land one. So if we think about two punches, this one I'm just kind of covering up on that first one. And when that second one comes in, I'm going to shoot my right arm straight through here. Now they will pull back. I mean, no one's going to just stop. So on that second one, you know, your partner should continue to pull that hand back in a realistic way, because that realistic response from her is what creates this hook for me. Now this hand is on top. This was the original block from here. So when that came in, this was blocking and I'm shooting this one through. So this one is on top, this one's underneath, and I'm going to do a scissor movement to the tricep. And what I'm doing is I'm hooking it here on the radial bone in the top of my, or the base knuckle with my thumb, and the ulna bone of my left hand. So you can see a really close-up view of what's happening there. It doesn't matter what grip you get, and a lot of times, if we can zoom out a little bit, people say, well, they may try to grab with the other hand or whatever. Honestly, the answer to that is just sweep both legs out and take your partner down. But this drill is just to kind of get a reflex off of that grab and rapid fire punching concept. So again, 1, 2, here, and it wraps up. And you want to practice this about 20 or 30 times with your partner each and develop that mental trigger to where when you are grabbing, those punches come in, you have this immediate response. Even if it's 3 or 4 or 5 times, your partner can just keep going, and then you can choose the opportunity to go in with the technique. So really basic, be careful with your partner, and this is Endurance Martial Arts, and that's week 7 of our weekly training video series.